Joining us from Islamabad, Colonel Bashir Wali Muhammad, former DG-IB of the Pakistan, Zafar Hilaly, former Pakistan ambassador to the US, Air Vice Marshal Abid Rao from Karachi, and our Indian voices this evening, G. Parthasarathi, former Indian High Commissioner to Pakistan, General Shankar Prasad, and General G.D. Bakshi. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to begin by asking Zafar Hilaly, who was quite quarrelsome on this subject a couple of days back, that now what happens is that the proof is there and the pictures are there and the proof is there, and I wish I could just show the proof to you now. The proof we have is Pakistani medicines, Pakistani ammunition, Pakistani identity cards, names of the Pakistani terrorists. For example, the identity card of a terrorist killed in an encounter in the Keran sector while trying to infiltrate showed his identity as Farid Malik, son of Zulfikar Malik, a resident of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Would you like some more proof before you concede? Would you like some more proof? Would our Pakistani guests like some more proof before trying to concede? Or would you concede today that you've been caught red-handed in Keran?
I was in some doubt that you had a top story to let, but now I am convinced that there is a hurricane blowing through your head. You are trying to say that infiltrators having crossed into India are going and returning across the most defended and well-defended border with India. My God, if you were an infiltrator having crossed into India, why would you try and get back over the best
Mr. Hilaly,
when there are
Mr. Hilaly, let me, Mr. Hilaly, one second. I need to counter you on that, so hear me. Hear me. No, 1 second. I'll give you 3 points, and to each of the points which you make out there, I'll give you facts, because that's the only way to counter you. 1, the identity card of the militants proves that he's a Pakistani. 2nd, the militants is carrying a note, which is the 1 second, which is the to whom it may concern note. It is from the 645 Mujahid battalion that faces the Indian troops. It says that the terrorist should be looked after by whoever he approaches for help from the Pakistani army. Thirdly, there are pictures and I've got evidence of Pakistani cigarettes, medicines, ammunition, food, which has been got from all of these people, including Pakistani markings and Pakistan Army markings on disposable rocket launchers, Pakistan Army markings on rocket-propelled grenades, an AK-56 rifle with Pakistan Army markings, 4 AK-56 magazines with Pakistan Army markings, and if it helps you 286 rounds of an AK-56 rifle. Now, unless you have decided to declare yourself a terrorist state, you need to answer.
You are saying that infiltrators are crossing the line of control with everything to indicate that they are going to get their ration cards in some depot.
Mr. Hilaly, what I am telling you, in fact, you have helped me nail the Pakistani scheme.
Is absolute
in fact, Mr. Hilaly,
you had much more intelligence than that.
Now, you see, Mr. Hilaly, I'm telling you, don't have to get too worked up about it today because
you are saying that Pakistani infiltrators are walking around with ID cards and letters to mummy and medicines.
You see, what has happened is quite clear. Now let me explain this to you.
They are going to attack India.
Now let me explain this to you because...
For God's sake, grow up. If you want to do something
Mr. Hilaly, I don't want to remind you that your own president embarrassed your own country, and I'm sure he embarrassed you when he said that we use terrorists as strategic assets. You remember the gentleman called Asif Ali Zardari? Right? You'll remember that. I don't want to get into details of how Rahman Malik said that the PMLN and the Lashkar-e-Jhangvi are linked at the hip.
The whole folio.
Do you want me to use what Pakistani guests? Well, that's there you are. There you are, Mr. Hilaly. You have nothing to answer for tonight.
On prime time television and saying that infiltrators are carrying medicines, ID cards, love letters, and all these things.
Now I'll tell you, Mr. Hilaly, because there are two reactions that people have when they are exposed. One is a reaction of acceptance. The other is a reaction of denial. And the third is a reaction which is pure bluster. Mr. Hilaly, with the greatest respect to you, I would say that all that you're putting together is pure bluster because you have no answer to what I've said here today. G.D. Bakshi is responding. Now, one second. I have all the facts with me today, Mr. Hilaly, and let's be square on this. Let's be square on this today, because the fact is that the army men on that side will prove to you and they will tell you where you are going wrong, Mr. Hilali, if they are going to be honest tonight. They will tell you that what you're doing is you're keeping the supply lines open. GD Bakshi is coming in from the Indian side. The point is you're keeping the supply lines open. You sent them, and I can tell you, ask any army man today, apart from a camel, nobody there can survive there with a hump, Mr. Hilali. The fact of the matter is the Pakistani soldiers have their supply lines open. The supply lines are fortified, and it is those supply lines which are being used to send rations and ammunition. And it is those supply lines which the Indian army is now taking on. GD Bakshi, let's hear him out from the Indian side. Enough. GD Bakshi. Mr. Bakshi.
If I may have the indulgence of our Pakistani colleague, I would like to state emphatically that patterns of the past persist and repeat themselves cyclically. Arnab, I would like to take your mind back to just before the Kargil conflict, when we had the Lahore bus and there had been 9 rounds of back channel talks with
the evidence
Pakistan.
is on screen, by the way. The evidence is on screen. Yes.
And now the fact is they have done exactly the same to us as they had done then. It is an absolute stab in the back. The only question mark then was that did Nawaz Sharif know or he did not know? The Pakistani army generals have said they had briefed him. And then that means the less charitable explanation is he knew and he played us along.
History?
He's doing the same.
History, or are we talking
history
times?
to get you to the present. Mr.
What do you want to talk about?
What I want to talk about is that here is proof positive. We have shown you photographs. We have shown you the weapons recovered, the dead bodies. And you want to be in denial?
Oh, for God's sake!
There be
for God's sake! You denied.
Can there
you
be a
denied
proof
that your soldiers would ever behead anybody. You denied that your soldiers would ever behead anybody. I invite you to Pakistan to see the graves today.
Mr. Hilali, I ask you tonight. No, 1 second. Mr. Hilali, 1 second. Mr. Hilali, I ask you tonight. I ask you.
This game. I am asking.
Now
get real.
Mr. Hilali, I ask you tonight. But before that, let me ask Colonel Bashir Wali Mohammed, and I know Air Vice Marshal Abid Rao is there. He also like to come in. Let me ask him and all of you one question. Can you tell me what the nationality of these terrorists are? Can you tell me where they are getting their arms from? Can you tell me which route they went into Indian territory? If, quote, the narrative you are hearing about incursions and infiltrations is baseless, as Mr. Bashir says, that do you believe that the Indian army is fighting an imaginary phantom for the last 15 years, 15 days, Colonel Bashir Wali Mohammed? What will it take you? How many more Pakistanis will you get killed on Indian soil before you realize that this whole strategy that you have followed is not going to take you anywhere?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let me tell you what my friend Mr. Hilali has said. Well, I'll totally endorse what he has said. And these 15 days, don't you give, any thought what is happening for the last couple of years and months, what the Indians are doing across the Afghanistan into Balochistan? What they are doing.
Oh, so you are admitting, the Pakistani hand in Kerala.
Hold on.
You are admitting it.
Do you think, if you do anything, do you think
this argument of justification, you are admitting it?
No, just forget about this, admitting or not admitting. But the fact is, do you think, as Mr. Hilali said, that somebody is crossing the border towards the India, he will be carrying a bloody identity card? Must be an idiot who is sending him.
So
and
do you think
somebody who's carrying the card? So it is
I'm sorry, Mr. Colonel Bashir Wali Mohammed. You are using Mr. Bashir Wali Mohammed. Can I tell you one thing? You are using the word idiot. Let me tell you that you are using extremely disrespectful language towards your own army. By calling the people who send them idiots, you are using disrespectful language against your own army.
My army is, try to understand My army is not sending them. It is your bloody army. who
Really?
are doing all this bloody drama.
Really?
And,
In May-
you
in May
think,
2006,
yes.
in
And
May-
this
Sir, how
showing-
much-
No, no.
Sir, one
they're
minute.
showing this.
Sir-
We're showing this. They're showing these weapons and all. We will. You come here. We'll show you. We have even the
Really?
couple of days back in Karachi.
Okay.
They were the Indian weapons.
Okay.
So given these weapons and then saying all these things coming from. Cigarette from Pakistan, this, you just go to Lahore and Lahore is full of
Forget
these Indian
weapons,
stuff.
they
And
Mr.
are
Hilali, how can you be so aggressive
funded
tonight when the fact is... No, you...
by the
One
Indians.
second, one second, one second.
you know, I don't know.
Okay, you continue making your point, then I'll counter you. You have nothing to say tonight. Mr. Hilali,
Pot trying to call the kettle black.
Mr. Hilali, 1 minute, please. You know, the point is that if you speak loudly doesn't make you right. But I'll remind you tonight.
Yes, honestly.
I'll remind you tonight, and Colonel Bashir Wali Muhammad seems to be walking off the newsar once again, because whenever he doesn't have an answer, let's go to his picture first. Whenever Mr. Colonel Bashir Wali Muhammad has no answer, he chooses to leave the newsar. There he is, he's leaving the newsar because he has no answers. This is the second or third time when faced with straight questions, the Colonel leaves the newsar. It's all right. I think that's the fact tonight. Our Pakistani guests are walking off the newsar because they know that it's not going to be so easy for them to get away. Now, Mr. Hilali, you are speaking very loudly. One guest is walking out. The fact is, I'd like to remind you that in May 2006, it was your Minister of Information and Broadcasting who exposed Nawaz Sharif. He said, did he or did he not say, there he is, he's walking out. Did he or did he not say that Nawaz Sharif was aware about Kargil? You've forgotten what Muhammad Ali Durrani, who was then your Minister for Information and Broadcasting, said? You remember that? Does Air Vice Marshal Abid Rao remember that?
Does
the Air Vice Marshal Abid Rao remember that?
See, when you are right, you are right. When you are right, I do not want to contradict you.
Yes.
Nawaz
I know I'm
Sharif
right.
did say he knew nothing about Kargil.
Yeah.
And and Musharraf said that he did.
Yes.
Now, God knows what's the truth.
Really?
We all have our ideas about it. But are you talking of Kargil? Or are you talking of infiltrators who cross the border with ID cards, medicines? I suppose they had video players or telephones. What are you talking about?
Of the parallelisms. We are talking of the similarities,
Yes.
Mr. Hilali, of Kargil and Karen. We are not just talking of the alliteration. We are talking of the absolute
I think you should talk.
similarities of
Yes,
context,
you're right,
the
you're right,
similarities
you're
of
right.
behavior.
You must talk about similarities. Let's talk about Balochistan. The similarities
Swat
in Balochistan.
and Fatah.
The similarity
Why are you
of
embarrassed to
Swat,
talk about
the
Kargil?
similarity of
Are you
Fatah,
embarrassed to talk
the
about Kargil?
similarity
Are you? Why don't you want to talk
TTP?
about Kairan? I want to
We
talk
have
about
got
Kairan
the-
tonight.
We have got the
I
weapons.
want to
We have
talk.
given a whole
One second.
folio to your prime
Mr. Hilali, Mr. Hilali, one second, with the utmost respect to you, I'd like to say this. Musharraf was the army chief. If I'm not mistaken, Lieutenant General Shahid Aziz was serving as the Director General of the Analysis Wing at the time of the Kargil operation. And Kiani, if I'm not mistaken, was Major General in the Inter-Services Intelligence at the time of Kargil. So don't tell me that these people just dropped into the situation. They have a history of animosity towards this country, and each time they try to do it, they've been pushed back. What I'm asking the
Who
Air
is
Vice
denying
Marshal
that?
tonight is a simple
Who is
fact.
denying that?
What I'm asking the Air Vice
Who is
Marshal is a
denying
simple
that?
question. How many more humiliations? How many more humiliations will your country be willing to suffer before it realizes that the tactics
Arnab,
of 48
just-
and 65 will
just-
not work in 2030?
I can tell you.
Just give
Let
me
him answer
2
to
minutes of uninterrupted, time.
Yeah, please
First of
do.
all, proof of ID card, proof of Pakistani medicine, cigarettes do not prove that they were Pakistani people.
You have a history of denying that people are. You even denied that Kasab is a
My
Pakistani.
army is so silly.
You denied
that they
Kasab
will
is a
equip them with
Pakistani.
all the arms and.
Did you admit that
all
Kasab
the
is a
ID cards
Pakistani?
So that they are.
Did you deny? Did you
If he's
accept
from
Kasab as a
Pakistan
Pakistani?
occupied Kashmir.
Did you accept
If he's
Kasab to
from
be a
Azad
Pakistani?
Kashmir, he has the right to fight an Indian soldier.
Did you-
even across the line of control?
Now again you're justifying
I'm
it.
saying that.
You're justifying
Yes,
it
I'm
once
justifying
again.
that if he goes there, he is justified. If he is carrying these, it is a bogus story like Bollywood films. The way they project Pakistan as an idiot country.
Sir, you know what? This is the second time that you are using unsavory language against your own country.
Somebody will make a film,
So it's the second time you're using unsavory language against your own country and your own army, and I wouldn't do that if I were you. But anyway,
No, I'm telling you, ISI is not so silly, Pakistan Army is not so silly that they will equip them with all kind of evidence that will ever go against them.
Oh, yes, you
Number one. Number two, in Bombay incident, you tried to show Pakistani milk packs and, match boxes. It is so easy to get Indian things here and blame India for everything that goes wrong in Pakistan.
Sir, don't forget.
Don't use this childish examples. These are very, very silly. You cannot even fool your people. Leave alone my people.
I'd go to General Shankar Prasad to respond to you.
Let's talk sense today.
I'm talking great sense. No, I have the evidence with me.
Not good enough today.
I have the evidence with me.
Pakistani ID card, unfortunately, is available with a lot of these Afghan refugees and Afghan militants and terrorists. So that is not at all good enough for me to believe that people carrying Pakistani ID card. But if he belongs to Azad Kashmir, he has the right to fight anywhere.
Will never be good enough for them to believe, for God's sake. What all the dossiers that we sent for 2611,
your theme remains bogus since 1947.
Will anything be ever
you
be
are
good?
Talking like, those old women, what my Prime Minister referred the other day.
To believe.
You know something?
Please grow up. Please grow up.
You know something? You know something?
Seeing is believing.
You know something? I'll go across.
No, this is all fabrication. This is all fabrication of Indian media.
It's all fabrication. The dossier is all fabrication. Osama bin Laden was a fabrication.